Hello, let's have a look at my latest acquisition, a Toshiba Libretto 50CT from June 1997. It's a full PC compatible, not a Windows CE or similar PDA type device, sporting a Pentium 75, 16 meg RAM and an 800 meg hard drive running full and proper Windows 95. It is tiny. Here's a 3.5-inch floppy for a size comparison. It is pretty cute. Originally costing nearly 2,000 US dollars at launch, that dropped by half price by the following March 1998 to $999, and then down to $699 by May of the same year. Looking around the device, it really is missing many ports. There's just a infrared there, a headphone jack, nothing on this side, nothing on the front, and this side power, so 15 volts, and a single 16-bit PCMCIA card slot. The single slot though does offer pretty huge array of possibilities. You can get Ethernet cards, token ring cards, extra storage, modems. This one actually came with a Cyan 336 PCMCIA modem there with a cable somewhere. Not so handy these days, but I have a Ethernet card hopefully on its way. So it's only a 16-bit slot, so it's not card bus, so that does limit the card you can use somewhat. So basically it's nice, a slot, not PCI. But this one did come with a docking station. Gives you VGA, serial and parallel, and it just clips on to the slot underneath there. It does add a bit of bulk to it, but if that's going to sit on your desk, then that's fine. I would like to have seen a PS2 keyboard port though, and you'll see why when I open it. So opening the little baby laptop up, you can see there's a 6.1-inch TFT screen, power button, speaker, single speaker. This is a pointing device. It's a bit like the nipple on a ThinkPad. I would much rather it have been down here, but it's up there. The left and right mouse buttons are around there, so you kind of hold the screen like this and push it like a joystick. It does work, just takes a bit of getting used to. And the keyboard, they are tiny keys. They're not the nicest keys either, to be fair. This keyboard takes a lot of getting used to, with a lot of spelling errors, but you're quite restricted obviously in the size. I would say probably a slightly smaller device from the same era, the Cyan Series 5 keyboard is better than this. I should also say there is a battery here as well. And that gives you, it's a 1200 milliamp hour, and that gives you a couple of hours back when new. And this one barely works. Turning it on, you can see it boot up, but it does not get very far. The device, see it count up the memory, 16 meg, and then asked for a password, which I don't know what it is. So this was donated to me from a work colleague who heard I like old computer kit and said if I can crack the BIOS password I can keep it, and that was certainly a challenge I was not going to turn down. So I took a fair bit of searching online, and it turns out that you can't just remove the battery to lose the BIOS settings. There's not a removable internal battery, or if there is a battery it makes no difference. You can't do a typical BIOS reset like you would on a PC to reset the password. The password is stuck there. and he had no idea what it was. He used to use this as a daily laptop back 20 plus years ago. So searching around online, it turns out Toshiba do a special dongle which plugs into the power port, and what it does is it corrupts the BIOS. That's from what I can tell, and they'll then let you get into the BIOS to reset the password. Luckily, it's a really simple device. So here's one I made. You basically have a bunch of the pins you need to short out. I can put the instructions down in the text box below. But you solder a load of these together, plug it in, and in theory, it blanks the BIOS. So let's give that a go. Let's see what it does. BIOS. Certainly a slower memory count. And no password. Absolutely excellent. Look at that. Toshiba Windows 95. Hard drive's clicking along, not particularly quiet hard drive. You see the screen is not bad at all, really. Oh, I can hear a clunk. Click, 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 click. Click, click, click. I don't think that hard drive is very happy. No. Don't you hear that on camera? Maybe it has got a bit further. It started going a bit more. Look at this. Look. And there we go. Good old Windows 95 security there. No idea what the password was. The lines you might be able to see on the screen there do not exist in real life. It's just the camera. That's not... Yeah, that thing kind of works, pushing it around. Not anything... No, that's well hung. This is not a very happy laptop. Let me go and have a little experiment. Right, so I'm back. No, this machine will not boot. I haven't even got it to go as far as the logon's prompt like it did last time. So, out comes that drive. Now, let's see what else I can do. Just take the dongle out, take the docking station off, how it comes off. The hard drive comes out of here. These two screws. Looks like a little handle pops out. There we go. A Toshiba, of course. I wouldn't expect any other brand. 815 meg standard IDE 2.5-inch hard drive. Let's see what else I have to replace this. So I've got a stack here of readily to hand 2.5-inch drives, but none of them want to go in. Now they're all not particularly thick, there's not a lot in it, but the drive that came out of it is, if you can see that, about 1 millimetre thinner. There's another Toshiba one. It's just like there's a slight bump just there. It don't fit. Hitachi one, same. IBM one, same. Western Digital one, same. I need to revisit this. Right, by the magic of editing, I'm back. So I thought, how about using a compact flash hard drive? I've got a few of these dotted about, little 1 gig ones. I attempted to make a chassis for this to fit it inside, so I didn't just lose it in there, but that didn't really work. So Amazon, in the space of a few hours, got me this. It's like a dual compact flash adapter. I don't need dual. After all, 1 gig is bigger than the 800 meg that was on there. So this also does not fit. So I look where the pin is. I've cut off that middle pin to match the cut-off pin on the hard drive, because deep down in there, not that you can see, it's blocked off. So by putting this in here though, still it just goes about that far, and it will not go any further than that. But this is just a plastic case, isn't it? Let's see what I can take to bits here. This, oh, go on. Yeah, that goes in. Let's just put on let me just put some useful files on this, make it bootable, and see where we get. Bootable. It's got Windows 95, OSR2, install files. I've got some Libretto drivers on there now. And I've got some games, DOS games, of course. Let's see how we get on. Is that in the master? Yep. There we go, it's in. You see it there? Got space for another CF card. I do have another 1 gig card. Maybe I'll give it 2 hard drives. See how it likes that. Probably won't like that, but right. Let's boot up off the compact flash card. Interestingly, I was having some real trouble wiping the compact flash card and copying stuff over reliably. Just using the built-in CF adapter on my PC, just an HP Elite desktop. All various access denied things, using the HP USB drive format tool and things like that, never lets me down. But this here, in the end, USB to IDE, and then IDE to compact flash, no problems at all. Use disk part, select the disk, clean the disk, and then format it. I use some Windows 98 boot disk as DOS files, and here we go, boot it up. Windows 98. Now I'm not going to keep Windows 98 on here because I think that would be a bit slow for 16 meg RAM. If I could up the RAM to 32 meg, I would, but it's like a proprietary weird, it's not just an SODIMM, it's this weird thing. So 16 meg, I think Windows 95 suits it better. It was released in 97 anyway, so it was released before 98. So let's do 95 install. Quick scan disk on the drive. Of course, it's in complete silence as it's a compact flash. It's actually 95 and plus, so I can install that afterwards. Get some funky screensavers going. I think I just accidentally hit stop while moving the phone around. Anyway, Windows 95 setup. Here we are, right at the beginning. Don't see this screen too often these days. And, am I remembering rightly, you want to go in here and tick this, otherwise you can't browse the network. Yes. Computer name. Libretto. Chips and text Super VGA. I will see. Keyboard layouts. English, British, regional, English, British. No start of disk. I've got a floppy drive, so I can't create one. And away it goes. I do want TCP/IP on there because I have just one. Let me just find it. So at the end of the Windows 95 setup, it looks like it does an IE4 setup. Oh, I bet I end up with the active desktop. I'll be turning that straight off. And there we have it, Windows 95. And there is that horrendous active desktop, which I'll be turning off now. So next, let's put plus. Let's have a go at a couple of DOS games. Oh, I reckon I need to edit the Alt-Exec. Put a set blaster in here. A220i5D1. If you don't use those settings, you are an animal. Is there a bat? No, that is XE. All VGA, I think. Sound Blaster. Mouse and keyboard. What a classic. There's a volume control on this thing though. How you do volume up or down? I spent many a month on this game on the Amiga, friend's Amiga. I never had it on a PC until many years later. Look at that, running absolutely fine. With sound. Don't actually know how to quit it. Good old Alt Delete. I'll go back into that in a bit. I just want to see if these games actually run. Do I have a match driver? No. I'll have to copy that over. Bit of Doom 2. Oh yeah. Now brighten the screen up a touch. Can't do brightness on Doom 2, of course you can't. Thinking of Quake. Oh, I've got music, no sound effects. In here I've got the BIOS setup still. 16 million colours, blah 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 blah. $220 5.1. Oh no, look. How do I change this? Oh, this is irritating. There we go. Now it's 225.1. Let's do an end on that. Yes. Get a little reboot. Oh, it does a slow boot up after you go in the BIOS. Sound Blaster 220, Sound Blaster 225.1. Ah, that's better. Oh, as expected, this runs very well. Music and sound. Quite hard playing behind the camera. Anyway, that works fine. I need to spend a bit of time on that. Not actually played Doom 2 in a very, very long time. So we Doom 1 you kick off. With the magic of editing, I'm back, and this time I have a PCMCIe Ethernet card with an adapter. Right, I've already put the drivers on here. Just stick this in. There's the old PCMCIe. Plug it in. And does it work? I keep forgetting, no CMD, Windows 95. No IP config in Windows 95. Win IP CFG? Yes. And there we go. That there is an IP address. Google's DNS is pingable. Internet Explorer. Doesn't like that. How much of MSN.com is going to load? Oh, it's giving it a go. IE4. Lovely bit of animation. Look at that. 40-bit cipher. Jesus, crack that in seconds these days. And there we go. There's a hung Internet Explorer. All these years later, still behaves the same. I'm even an IE fan, anyway. Oh, look at Windows 95's amazing task manager. And that. Nah. Oh, hold on. We're back. Anyway, so now I have network, I can start copying things around without having to keep pulling out the memory card, because it can't be good on the pins of the ID adapter or the compact flash adapter. But otherwise, I now have a working little machine. I think I will keep an eye out on eBay for a docking station that has a keyboard on it, because this obviously doesn't, and that keyboard is really annoying. That's a nice little machine. I think I'll have quite some fun playing with this. I've got to get back up to scratch with some DOS games. Where did I get to before? I think I got a mouse drive on here. So I did try SimCity 2000, it never worked, did it? Let's try that again. Mouse, excellent. What's the chances? DOS, / mouse. Yeah. Just to show this working, because it didn't work before. No CD-ROM, that's fine. Yes, and we have the music. Let's see how this runs. Let's load a tough one. No, let's have a nuclear bomb in Barcelona. It's a pretty busy map. Oh, I should plug in a serial mouse really. You know what? That's not bad. I can move around that, okay. So where's the fire? There it is. Let's have a few more disasters while I'm here. Oh, not monster. Oh, it's a hurricane I think I just did. Oh, it's made that think. Alright, it's a little slow. But I reckon I could get on with that. No. Anyway, there you go. A nice little working libretto. Now I'll be off to have some fun playing some games on this. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care and good night.